Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Star Wars Empire at War Thrawn's Revenge 2.2 demo. The New Republic is on the war front path. Progress? No, on the warpath. That's the one. We are invading the Greater Maldru territory, trying to knock them out of the fight early before we have to go up against Zinj. I know Zinj has a Super Star Destroyer. Don't really want to be facing that anytime soon. So most of our forces, this fleet over here and this fleet over here, are kind of ready for that Super Star Destroyer to appear, and we might have to try and engage that, or run away, depending on how things go. But meanwhile, Wedge Antilles is leading a fleet up here, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave behind one ship in orbit of Sajanj. I do have a large amount of Corellian corvettes, so I can probably leave one behind. And we're going to move on. I want to actually try and take on Phenus. We have a pretty decent fleet here, and Phenus has a level 3 shipyard. If we can knock out a level 3 shipyard, that is huge. That is a lot of production. That means no more Star Destroyers. So we've got to keep our level 3 shipyards very well defended. Let's see what they've actually got at Phenus, you know? I'm tempted to poke my head in there, see how bad the situation is.
Tactical battle.
Okay, the defences look to be pretty light. It's only showing me a small stack. Now this is a capital shipyard, so we'll be spawning in quite a few actual ships. But I'm willing to give this a go. Phenus is home to an Imperial shipyard. Yep, that's why I'm here. It says here, let's see, not as well known as other shipyard planets, but it remains essential to the war effort. Let's make it not essential to the war effort. Let's make it rubble. Let's blow it up. So, what are we actually facing? Okay, looks like they've got, again, 2 Star Destroyers, and we can see the capital shipyard at the back here. Ooh, and we've got pirates coming in. Okay, that changes things a bit. Right. The pirates will appear from this corner. They always come in directly behind you. So I want my fleet out of here. We're not going to jump our ships in straight away.
We've located the enemy.
What are we actually facing? Again, they've got Arc 170s. Where are the Greater Maldru launching these from? Do they just have them as standard? Do they come from their Star Destroyers? That's weird. Okay. Ooh, hello. Golan 2 platform. And you can see here, the capital shipyard is actually producing Gladiator-class Star Destroyers and Aquadons, plus a bunch of fighters. This is also launching fighters, and each of those Star Destroyers has 14 fighters squadrons on board. Sorry, not 14, 7. So they've got 14 fighter squadrons between the two of them. So they've actually got a lot of firepower here. But it could be a lot worse. This is relatively light defences for a capital shipyard. And we're about to have a bunch of raiders, a bunch of pirates jump in, and this could be quite a powerful force, and I'm content to just let them jump in. Let's speed up time a bit and see what the pirates actually bring in. Gotta be a bit careful because those fighters are hunting for my ship, which I have hidden in this asteroid belt, so the enemy capital ships won't be able to attack it, but those fighters will. Luckily, it's an anti-fighter ship, so it's just going to wreck TIE fighter squadrons. Jesus, okay, yep, just actually wiped out an entire TIE fighter squadron. That's fine. Where are these pirates? Did I misread the message? I could have sworn they were going to be pirates. Oh, there we go. So, these are just pirates, but they've brought in an Imperial 2-class Star Destroyer and 4 Corellian corvettes. That's not a bad fleet, considering they're primarily going up against Imperial 2 Star Destroyers. That's a pretty even fight. And in fact, I'd even say they have a fighter advantage, because all of these corvettes are going to wreck all the fighters that they have. They don't actually have much in the way of anti-fighter. Okay, they've clustered around this Golan platform, which is interesting. Now what I'm thinking is, we don't actually have to engage this directly. We could jump in and engage the capital shipyard first by jumping in our ships behind. Destroy that, they don't get any more reinforcements. If we try and fight our way through this, we actually end up fighting against a lot of reinforcing ships as they come in. But I'm content to see what damage this can do, because I don't want to fight both groups at the same time. 3 Imperial 2 Star Destroyers, if they chose to focus their firepower on me, that would be a pretty bad day. Damaged TIE Fighter Squadron polling around up there. Let's speed up time. I think we actually did destroy another TIE Fighter Squadron, so that's kind of handy. Oh, TIE Raptors are heading over here, though. I mean, they're not going to have a fun day. They're not going to be able to damage this ship really much, but that does mean the pirates now know where I am. Okay. Discretion is the better part of valor. They fled. And yet, they're actually going for it. Interesting. Are they going to stop and engage this? No, they're actually focusing their firepower on this one instead. Interesting decision there by the AI. And they need to retask those corvettes onto these bombers. They are focusing their firepower onto the Star Destroyer, which is a problem with the corvette's AI. They will actually focus firepower onto the largest ship, when really they should be focusing their firepower on the smallest ship. Still, this is proving a pretty good distraction. You're going to die pretty quickly, though, just due to poor life choices. So, I think this is actually our opportunity, because we jump down here, bring all our ships in, and then, meanwhile, they're all fighting up here, and we can just pick them off from behind. So,
Choose your reinforcements.
we definitely want the MC... Oh, we're going to be jumping in behind. Yeah, I forgot that. It's fine. We'll try and get some broadsides going.
On my way. Forward. Heading for coordinates.
Get as many Mon-Cal Star Cruisers in as we can, I think.
Proceeding to location. Moving out.
And then we bring in our anti-fighters. Bring Wedge in, because he will be very handy for boosting the power of all our fighters.
On my way.
And
Right away.
that should do it. Okay.
At maximum unit capacity.
An entire rebel fleet is jumped in right on top of their capital shipyard. Everything, focus that down. Yeah, shields are failing pretty fast. They are mostly distracted. We're taking a little bit of fire from the Golem platform. That can probably take out an MC-80, so we've got to be a bit careful. But the quicker we can get this thing down, the fewer reinforcements they're going to get. So I just need everything to kind of turn around and face the enemy. All these fighters need to get in on this action. I think something just exploded back there. Oh, yeah, okay, the pirate Star Destroyer has actually gone down a lot quicker than I expected. But it's pulled the rest of their forces out of position, which is great for us. So, let's get some orders going here. All of our main capital ships, all the MC-80s start focusing on that Golem platform. You three, start clearing up some of these smaller ships. Meanwhile, our entire fighter force...
Y-wing here.
Let's see, what's your priority target? I think we've got to take down the shield generator, so I'm just going to send everyone in on that. I'm not worried about their fighters. I'm worried about their capital ships.
Take down those shields. Form up. Starting my
So
run.
just everything focus on that. Meanwhile, we'll get all of our anti-fighter ships, all of our Corellian corvettes, and they're just going to form a line kind of about here. I don't want them too close to that Golem platform, because that will wreck us. Okay, here we go. Fleet's coming about. This should look pretty impressive. Let's get some long shots in. Man, I love MC-80s. I think they are beautiful ships. They're also pretty good. They've got very strong defenses. They lack a bit in firepower, which is where they might suffer against this Golem. But I think we're going to be okay. Okay, how are we doing? Got to keep an eye on everyone's shields. Okay, you are about to lose your shields. Let's boost up your shield power. You should actually be able to regenerate shield strength, even though you're taking a lot of firepower here. You've already lost your shields. Perfect. Right, let's get those fighters hunting and destroying, just so we don't lose too much to enemy fighters. But yeah, this Golem platform's going to go down. You're going a bit deep there. Stop. Just focus fire. You should be over there. All you guys should be kind of up this way. Get more fighters in here. This is looking pretty good. That Golem platform's not long for this world. And that's the bulk of their firepower at this point. A lot of their fleet is actually just running away. Oh, there was actually a Star Destroyer under there. Okay. Well, that's a new target. Yeah, everything please focus down that Star Destroyer that I didn't realise was there before it wrecks my fleet. That was a bit of a problem. How are we doing? Wow, a lot of you guys are starting to lose shields. Let's start boosting that up. I do not want to be using capital ships this early in the game. I want to be destroying capital ships, just like that. Okay, you guys focus firepower on that. You keep moving up that way. Just, yeah. I think we've got this in the bag. We had enough ships that there wasn't really any doubt, but let's try and focus on what we can.
I copy.
Gotta make sure those enemy fighters get taken out, so we'll go back to hunt and destroy. That should help take out these skip ray blast boats. And the corvettes are moving up now as well.
Right away.
Okay, you guys, please just, yeah, wreck those faces for me. You guys focus on the big guy. Okay. I think that Star Destroyer is pretty much done for. It's surrounded on all sides by Mon Calamari starships. That is an awesome shot. Some Amazing how much damage a Star Destroyer like that can take. But it's finally down. Now they've got a bunch of Arc-Weapons like cruisers, but yeah, as they kind of vaporize in front of our eyes, you can see why they're not really frontline warships. Okay, oh, they're trying to retreat. That's fine, they got away with a couple of light cruisers. We took out a level 3 shipyard and 2 Star Destroyers. That is definitely a good day's work. And the Golan... Oh, it was actually only a Golan 2, not a Golan 3. Okay, still, a Golan 2 platform, that's like 4,000 credits, so that's actually more expensive than an Imperial 2 Star Destroyer, I think. I'd have to double check. Okay, not bad. Phenus is taken. That no longer has a level 3 capital shipyard, which I'm pretty happy with. Again, we don't have the ground forces for an invasion right now, so we can't actually take that territory. What I can do is leave behind one more corvette, just to hold the orbital for the time being. And then I think we're going to move on to Tongoria. I should take out as many space stations as I can. There we go. And more Star Destroyers. Jesus. They've spread their Star Destroyers out way too much. The Greater Druid is going to lose 6 Star Destroyers, I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess there's 2 more here. But that could be, there's 5 or 6 Star Destroyer 2s as well, down in the first opening volleys of this campaign. That's pretty goddamn good. Okay, you're in a sensor cloud, which is actually pretty handy. Oh, only 1. Okay, so they're going to lose 5 Star Destroyers. I'm okay with that. Doesn't look like we've got any pirates coming in, so let's just speed up time. What can we actually see? Yeah. Imperial 2 Star Destroyer, Gladiator. What have they got up here? They've got a Golem 1 and the shipyard. Yeah, we are going to steamroll over this. In fact, we're going to do this in 2 parts. I'm going to jump in the MC-80s right on top of that Star Destroyer.
Heading out. Fall out.
And you can have a wedge there as well. Meanwhile, all the MC-80s are going to jump in and start hammering that defense platform down.
Affirmative. Order confirmed. Coming around. Right away. On my way.
Let's move
And
out.
we'll add some more fighter defense up here.
Underway. Moving into position.
Okay, that should pretty much do the job pretty quickly.
At maximum unit capacity.
Oh god, those poor TIE fighter pilots. That was just a bad day. That was a very bad day for all of them. Right, can I focus fire all of you guys on that, please? Just make sure everyone's shooting at the right target. How are we doing down here? I see several things exploding, that's good. We want to make sure that is our priority target though, so I need everything and everyone focusing on that guy. I don't want him getting away. A-Wing's firing their concussion missiles in. You're about to lose your shield generator and lots of secondary weapons, that's fine. This is going to look pretty good. Okay, the Golem platform is down. Perfect. How's the rest of the fleet holding up? Everyone's shields good? Yeah, we're pretty much fine. This Star Destroyer is taking a long time to die, but that's okay. You guys should probably hunt down fighters for the time being. I think the capital ships have this. I'm not sure where you're going, to be honest. Head over that way. You turn around and come over here. You guys can move up. You guys come over here. This entire fleet can start moving in over here. And you guys can start taking out that for me. Perfect. I kind of forgot about this poor Corellian Corvette. They got to miss the battle. Hit their engine boost. Maybe they'll get there in time. Okay, the Imperial Star Destroyer is down. That's already taking fire. Let's switch a few targets over. I want to try and take out that ship before it can escape. Okay, all ships need to just start moving in. Okay, they're going to try and escape in a minute. And unfortunately, Gladiators don't actually have engines you can take out. So we can't stop it escaping except if we can actually completely wreck it with a massive volley of torpedoes. Good lord. This is why New Republic fighters are so powerful. Oh, they've actually still got a ship. Oh, wow, they got away with 2 Arc-170s. That was the entire survivors of the battle. That's not bad. Those Arc-170s must be being launched by something. So the Greater Druid must get them as a standard fighter. Maybe on the Imperial 2s. We've always seen them with Imperial 2s. And Gladiators usually carry the bombers. So yeah, I guess the Imperial 2 Star Destroyers for the Greater Maldruid carry Arc 170s, which is an old Clone Wars fighter, before the era of the Galactic Civil War. That's interesting.
Reporting.
Okay, cool. We have definitely blown a hole in their front lines here. How far can we push our luck? I mean, these corvettes are going to get wrecked if they counterattack us. We know that straight up. But I feel like we're doing a lot of good over here. I need to move this army in. We will have to do a ground invasion at some point. So,
Destination set.
whoa, hello. We have stuff happening. Pause the game. Game is paused. Good. Right. Message from Leo Organa. You must be the one Han's talking about. I believe I may be able to get us some new allies in our fight against the Empire. Send me to the transitory mist closest to Kuat, and I should be able to convince the Hapes Consortium to join our fight. I need to go alone, or the Hapens may take it as a declaration of war. So, we now have Leo Organa as one of our characters. We've got to send the princess to do transitory mists. Okay. She's currently on Coruscant. Transitory mists is there. That's not a problem. Okay, off you go on your diplomatic mission. I wonder if she's in a CL-90 Corvette. That would be kind of amusing. Right, where do we want to go next? We could... There's a level 2 shipyard there, but they haven't actually built it to level 2 yet. Let's take Porous Vida next. I feel like that would be the way to go. So, again, we're going to leave behind a Corvette. This is just to stop them rebuilding stuff in orbit. It's not...
Construction complete.
Whoa. That was quick. Okay, Leia has arrived. And she's hoping to gain the support of the Hapes Consortium, which would make us much more powerful.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, Porous Vida is extremely poorly defended. Doesn't look like it's got any defensive ships at all. So this will be a very quick fight. I'm not leaving those Corellian corvettes behind to control the planets. I'm just stopping them rebuilding stuff in orbit, so they don't keep rebuilding space stations. It's not the worst thing in the world to let them rebuild space stations, because you can then go back and destroy them, and that costs them money and the time they've spent doing it. But right now, I don't need the extra fights. If they do counterattack, I'm just going to retreat those corvettes, and they'll fall back to, well, hopefully somewhere nearby. Right, I can't see any enemy ships. There's only one marker here. Oh! Oh, and we've got pirates coming in. Okay, right, we'll change of plans. Get the hell out of the way of the pirates. And let's see what they bring in.
The enemy is approaching.
Oh, they do actually have 2 defensive platforms here. Okay, so not entirely undefended. Okay, they're sending all their fighters out, looking for enemies. Well, most of their fighters. They kind of kept the bomber squadrons at home. TIE fighters are running around. They're going to get in a lot of trouble if a pirate fleet jumps in on top of them.
Ready for action.
Let's move you down here, shall we? Just want to keep you away from those guns and away from the pirates when they jump in. Again, I'm perfectly content to let the pirates... Ooh, hello. Ooh, okay, that's actually not a bad fleet. Interesting. So these are Ascendancy class Star Destroyers. They were developed in association with the Chiss Ascendancy by Grand Admiral Thrawn, I believe, and they're from the Empire of the Hand. Currently that's not a playable faction, but these are pretty cool ships. So these are basically Star Destroyers. Yep. So they've got 2 Star Destroyers. They've got this Warlord class gunship, which is basically full of proton torpedoes. It's just torpedo launchers. It's crazy. And they have the Carrack Cruiser. Interesting. Okay. And oh wow, how did you get down there? Anti-fighter corvette has jumped deep into enemy lines. Okay. And they're deploying Chiss Clawcraft. Okay, that's a lot of fighters. Yeah, this fleet could probably take all the defences here. Which means we can just watch them wreck face. Which I'm kind of okay with. Star Destroyers are opening up on that TIE Fighter Squadron. They're wisely keeping their... Looks like all the TIE Fighters are keeping a distance right now. That's probably the best thing they can do. Bit worried about where these Clawcraft are going. They've got some bombers with them as well. Golan platform is engaging that frigate. You're going to have a bad day there. Yeah, your shields are going to melt in front of it. Even a Golan 1 can take you. But they've pulled all the TIE Fighter Squadrons back, which is probably for the best. Can't even see who's fighting here. That's pretty awesome. Let's zoom in on that. Can we see? Oh, it's the TIE Bombers. Interesting. The TIE Bombers have engaged. There we go. I think that's... Yeah, that's... Are that interceptors or bombers? No, those fighters. Okay, Chris fighters. Interesting. Well, those bombers are not long for this world. Nor is that Corvette. That's about to go down. Got another big furball of fighters over here. And all the proton torpedoes from that gunship. That thing is pretty awesome. And he just put out a lot of firepower. Look how much damage it does to the shield of each volley, and it fires really rapidly as well. Yeah, this golem platform, what are you actually targeting over there? There's like one enemy fighter, and you're focusing most of your firepower on it. That's probably not for the best. You should have these guns firing back at these guys, maybe, would be my suggestion. Looks like the fighters down south are getting cleared up, though. Even though it's mostly bombers, they've got TIE fighters going in. Yeah, those Clawcraft are losing. They might be outnumbered, but they are losing. Up here, though, that golem platform is about to die. They've still got more fighters coming in. Of course, this will keep spawning in fighters as reinforcements. They might be able to win the fighter battle. But they don't have anything to really counter these Star Destroyers. They are going to wreck them. Okay, speed up time again. I'm going to let them take out this golem platform for me, and then we'll jump in behind them. In fact, they're splitting their fleet up right now. This might be a good time while they're kind of at a disadvantage. If I can sandwich these two ships between the golem platform and my fleet, that would actually work to our advantage. So, again, we'll lead with the MC-80Bs because they are technically the stronger ships. I think the standard MC-80s are actually much prettier ships. But they can form a solid backing line here. If I can find someplace to drop them in. There we go. And as usual, all of the anti-fighter corvettes.
Heading out. Fall out.
And Wedge, because Wedge will help boost all of our fighters that launch.
At maximum unit capacity.
Surprise, pirates! This is what you get. Piracy does not pay.
Your orders? Attacking the laser.
Okay, you are going to melt pretty quickly. Even so, actually, I'm surprised the shields managed to last a lot longer than I expected there. Take out the engines, that's perfect. You know what, everything I've got, just take out that shield generator, and then, go from there. We can work on it after that. Greater Muldrude is actually retreating. I guess they lost the starbase back there, yep. And that means I don't actually need to fight the pirates, I think. Let's see what happens. Yep, that was it. We won the battle. We didn't actually even kill a single ship there, I don't think. But we technically won the battle. The pirates just kind of left after they took out the structures. I guess that was all they were after. So they're down another light frigate shipyard and 2 Golem 1 platforms. This is incurring quite a cost, I have to say. They're not going to be able to sustain this much longer. Right, we'll leave a ship in orbit there. We can actually move back to... I'm going to move back to Sejan's and move the army over there, I think.
Coordinates received.
And with that fleet in orbit, we can actually do a decent ground invasion. We've got plenty of troops here now. So, move the army over there. We've got a screening force of frigates in front of us. And I think, next episode, we're going to do a ground invasion with the New Republic. So, going to leave it on that cliffhanger. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to take a break right now. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you did. And hopefully, I'm going to see you later for the next one of these. Bye.